Hi, thank you so much for joining me today. So my name is Lexi Jong. If you're new to my channel, welcome and please consider subscribing. And if you are not new, welcome back. I'm so glad to see you again. And today we are going to try out some new to me products from by Terry. So these are products that are part of the permanent regular line. They are not limited edition or summer items or anything like that. But I have never tried them before. So I did purchase some to kind of see how I like the brand. All right, so right now on my face, I have skincare down and the Clé de Peau Correcting Cream Veil, which is their sunscreen primer. So I have a layer of that down and I let it sit for it's actually been about 10 minutes since I applied it. So it has dried down a little bit. It still has a slight tackiness to it. And then for foundation today, I'm going to take, this is the By Terry Starlight Rose CC Booster. And this came out at the holidays, but I believe it is still available. And I'm going to mix it on the plate here, but I'm going to take a pump of this. And this is actually, let me put some on my hand here so you guys can see a swatch. But it's like a rose and there are little tiny gold particles in it that you can't really see. Like when you blend it out, you just see like a little bit of a shimmer. You don't actually see the particles themselves. So it does give a little bit of a shine to it. And I'm gonna mix this with the Surratt Dewdrop. And I've been mixing the two of these together a lot recently. I like this combination. All right, so I just mixed them here on the plate and just gonna dab some on and brush them in. And today I'm just using the Guerlain Essentiel foundation brush. Okay, for concealer today, I'm using the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Concealer in 3. Okay, I'm gonna set under my eyes with the By Terry Hyaluronic Hydra Powder. This is the original, and I'm just gonna take my finger and dab it in the lid here. There's tons of product in there. You can see, I think my daughter probably shook the container. She was playing in here. So I just like to kind of tap it on and then just take my finger to make sure it's smooth. And with this powder, you really want to use as little as possible, or I feel like it ends up looking a little drying. So if I use just a tiny bit, it actually gives a really nice finish and sets really well. So to set the rest of my makeup today, I'm going to use the Givenchy Prisma Libra in number 1 Mousseline Pastel. I'm taking, this is the Beautylish and Chikuhodu Lunar New Year brush, and I'm mixing all 4 colors together, just get here in the lid, and just a light dusting. Now, what I want to try first is actually the eye makeup, and I got one of these during the holidays when I purchased a holiday kit, and this is the By Terry Ombre Blackstar in number 4 Bronze Mood. So I purchased another Blackstar in, this is purple, it's number 2 Purpulyn gem, sorry, and let's see here. So I figured I am going to use the Bronze Moon, which, let's just swatch these. Okay. So here's Bronze Moon. These are really soft and easy to work with, and they do dry down. Here's Purpulyn Jet. So you can see this one comes with a point. The small one that I got in the kit really came rounded as a rounded tip. So I'm going to use Bronze Moon kind of all over the 2/3 of my eye and the purpulyn gem on the outer corner and along the line for liner. So I'm going to move you guys in. I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm taking the Bronze Moon and I'm just going to kind of apply this to the lid. I'm not getting it in the crease with this, but I will be blending with a brush. So I'm going just past the halfway point. I'm going to start with one eye at a time. This is the Refer number 2 brush. It's just a flat shader. And I'm just going to kind of make sure this is spread out evenly and kind of blur these edges a little. I like to do one eye at a time just because when you're working with products like this, when they dry down, they get much harder to move. So I like to try to do one at a time so you don't have any like clumping or anything like that. Okay, so now I've got that in and I use this flat shader to kind of spread it out. I'm going to use the same brush and I'm keeping the clean side at the top and I'm just kind of blending here in the crease a little bit to make sure any like residue kind of gets blended just a tad. We'll do more later. Okay, next I'm taking the purpulyn gem and I'm just going to apply a little bit to the outer corner here. And I'm going to take a smudger brush. This is the Smudger 1 brush from Sonia G. And you can see it's a little bit of a thicker smudger brush. I just want something kind of small and firm so that I don't misplace the shadow. I'm going to add a little bit more. Okay, I'm going to leave that as it is for the moment and go over to the other side. Okay, and to actually finish up and kind of blend these two colors together, I'm going to go back in with that Refer 02 brush and I'm going to mix the colors on the brush here. So I'm getting a little bit of the Bronze Moon and the purple. Back in a little bit there. And I'm just going to kind of go over the area where they hit. So I'm not going over the whole purple, just this kind of area in the middle. Okay, now I'm taking a fluffy blending brush. This is the Refer 15. And I'm just going to go into this crease here and just kind of blend out anything here. Now to line the eyes, this is pretty pointed, so I'm going to just use this directly, but I'm going to line the eyes with the purpulyn gem on the upper lashes. I'm just getting a little bit here in the corner on the lower lashes, and I will be using this smudger brush again. I'm just going to smudge this out while it's wet. Okay, and to finish up under the eye, I'm going to use the same smudger brush, but I'm going to go in with Bronze Moon. So I'm just going to get some on the tip here. And I'm going to kind of start in the middle and work out. So I get a little bit over the purple And then the leftover is going towards the inner eye. So that way I have a little bit less there, but I have maximum sparkle here in the middle. Okay, so that's it for under the eye. I do want to add something to the inner corner highlight, but I think I'm going to wait until I add some highlighter to my face. I'm not sure what I'm going to be using yet today, and I'll see, maybe I'll add that. So I'm just going to add the Tom Ford Fiber Brow Gel to my brows, and I use this shade Taupe. And I just always go in with a spoolie afterwards and just run through. See, I think this is, my fiber brow gel is starting to dry out. It's been starting to flake a little bit. And I cleaned the spoolie, so I know it's not just stuff coming off of that. For mascara today, I'm going to use the By Terry Lash Expert Twist. And first, I'm just gonna give my lashes a little bit of a curl with the Surat Releve eyelash curler. So here's the By Terry mascara, and what I like about this one is the brush. I mean, the formula is fine. I'm not a huge mascara person. Like, I can't really tell a lot of differences between them. So this one, what I like most about this is the brush. So you can have it this way for lengthening, and it's just like a little twist here. And if you scrunch in like this, you see it gets the spiral look for volumizing. And that's how I personally like to use it. I'm not going to do the lower lashes today. So after using mascara, I always like to go in with the Tweezerman. This is a metal eyelash comb. You have to be really careful using this so you don't poke your eye. Okay, so that's it for that. I'm gonna move you guys back out and we'll finish up the makeup. Okay, so for the next step, I have a blush. I have never tried the By Terry blushers before, but I wanted to try them. So I actually purchased a couple of these, but the first one I really want to try is the color number 1, Platonic Blonde. And it says it's a youthful radiance powder blush. Lumi Perfecting Flush Naturally Defined Contour. It's 6 grams or 0.21 ounces. So we shall see. So it says there are soft focus prisms to deliver smoothing correction and a morning fresh glow that lasts all day long. And there's a precision blush. So it comes in the deep eggplant purple velvet pouch. This is a pretty weighty metal compact. And here's the blush. So it has a really nice quilted appearance on it. Let me put this here. And it's kind of a peachy shade. Okay, to apply this today, I'm going to use the Sonia G Classic Cheek Brush. It comes up very easily. Okay, so I actually really like this color. I wasn't sure. It looks a lot peachier or more like cantaloupe type color than it did online to me. Online it looked a little bit more nude, and in person it definitely looks more melon. But I think on it looks really nice. I like it. And peachy blushes are either a hit or a miss for me because sometimes they're just a little bit too warm. But this one I think works, and I think it might work well for a lot of people. It's really pretty neutral. All right, I did not use the brush that it came with, but you know, it's just a cute little brush here. And okay, and to finish this stuff off, I'm gonna go into the Starlight Rose CC powder. And I purchased this during the holiday season where this was a limited edition compact. I just thought it was gorgeous. There was like a sparkle overspray on top of this, so I kind of removed that, and this is what's left. But these 3 colors are not limited edition. You can purchase each of these individually, and yeah, so there are 3. I'm not sure what they're all called off the top of my head, but I can leave that down below if this is no longer available. To apply this, I'm going to use the Sonia G Master Face Brush, and I'm just swirling all of the colors together. Just tap anything off and just kind of buff it in. So this does have the By Terry Rose scent to it. You know, I didn't notice it with the powder. Let me see, or the blush. Let me see if that has the scent too. That does not. So the blush does not have a scent, which is good. But yes, the powder does. It's not overly strong since it is a powder, but you know, just keep that in mind if it's something you're interested in. All right. And for highlight today, I want something a little silvery, I think. I'm gonna go in with the Chanel Duo de Camellia, and it has silver and gold. And I'm actually gonna go in and mix the 2 of these together. This is the Sonia G Mini Cheek. And I'm just gonna kind of get a little bit of both and just apply this here. All right, so I am going to use some of this for the inner highlight, and I'm going to go into just the silver side. This is the Sonia G Pencil 1 brush, and I'm just twirling my brush in here a little bit, or rolling it, and I'm just going to add a little bit to the inner corner. I'm going to add just a touch under the brow. Okay, and then for lips today, I purchased one of these lip glosses. So this is the Gloss Terribly Shine Hydra Lift Lip Lacquer. It's a long wear color shine, and I have number 9, Bitten Splash. Okay, so here is Bitten Splash, and let's just swatch this. There we go. All right, so I'm gonna apply this. My lips are flaking a little, so if you see that, that's not from the lip gloss. All right. I like this color. So you can get it sheer or you can build it up a little bit, but it's like a nice warm neutral rosy color. So all right, so just some comments on the items that I used today. One thing to note with the Ombre Black Stars, this Bronze Moon, I really, really like this color. It's very smooth, it's very creamy. And again, this is the one I just have the small size of, and it came with a domed top. I'm assuming if you purchase it in the full size, it would come with a pointed tip like the Purpulyn Gem did. One thing to note between the 2 of these, the Bronze Moon obviously is shimmery. You can see that. The Purpulyn Gem is not. It's just like a nice deep eggplant purple, kind of, you know, reminiscent of their velvet pouch. But this is definitely going to be like a matte color, and it's a bit drier. So it's not as creamy or smooth as the Bronze Moon. So that's just something I wanted to note there. The blush, you know, this actually went on very smoothly. I'll leave a note down below how well everything wore today. But I know when I've worn the Bronze Moon before, it has held up all day with no issues whatsoever. So I'm pretty sure the eyeshadows will be fine. The blush was, it's, you know, when I first saw it, I saw the color, I really didn't think it was going to work, but I think it does. I actually really like this color, and I think I'll use it a lot during the summer because that's usually when I prefer to wear peachy blushes, is during the summertime. And I think it looks really like a natural blush color. I really like it. So there's that. The lip gloss, I do have another one of these lip glosses in like a berry color, and I have found them very comfortable to wear. I don't remember longevity. I haven't worn them in quite a while, but I think it's around the same as other lip glosses. Again, I'll leave wear information down below, but I think this is a great neutral shade. You know, like it's pretty light, which is something I like for, you know, every day. So I think this is definitely something I would reach for on a regular basis. So overall, I really liked everything that I tried out today. I will leave an update down below, so please check that out. And, you know, if you have any questions, comments, or suggestions on these items, please let me know down below in the comments. Or if you have any particular favorites or recommendations from this line, I would love to hear them. So I have not tried any of the actual powder eyeshadows. I've heard really mixed reviews on those. And so if you have personal experience with those in particular, I'd really love to know, because, you know, those Paris palettes that came out recently, they're so pretty, but I'm just not sure what the quality is like on those, so I haven't tested them. But that is something I would consider purchasing after my no buys. So, you know, if you have experience with that and you really like those, please let me know. I'd love to hear that. Other than that, thank you guys so much for joining me today, and I hope you enjoyed this video. So thank you for watching, and I hope to see you guys in my next video. Subscribe if you haven't already, and have a great, safe, and healthy day.